Alright guys, just a quick update on the Apba League of Dominance. So here we take a look at the American League first. Here are the standings. Cleveland in first. Cleveland and Minnesota both 5-2. Detroit 4-3. Milwaukee 3-5. Oakland 2-5. Take a look at the batting average, team batting averages. Minnesota leading by quite a ways, 315 batting average, and in ERA, 2.66 ERA. So in first place in both of those categories. Look down here at the A's, 7.02 ERA. So not very good. Thus the reason they are 2-5. Taking a look at the team batting. Again, Minnesota leading in average. But take a look at the runs here. 54 for Cleveland. Next closest 34 for Oakland. A lot of that has to do with that 19-run outburst against the A's. 24 strikeouts for Milwaukee, a league best. And the worst is the A's, 48. Home runs, 20 for Cleveland. Next closest, 10 for Detroit. That's almost video game numbers. Look at team pitching. Most strikeouts goes to the Brewers. And most walks goes to the Brewers. So most walks and most strikeouts, so they're all over the place. Only 14 walks given up by the Indians. 46 earned runs for the A's. Only 18 earned runs against the Twins. Alright, take a look at the National League now. Three-way tie for first. San Francisco, the Mets, and the Braves. Cardinals at 3-5, even though they are leading in batting average and have a very good ERA. Look at the total ERA here for the National League, much better than the American League. But the batting averages also are much lower. But not one team above 4 in the ERA department. National League batting, we have 3 teams around 50 in strikeouts. Actually, everybody's pretty close in strikeouts. Home runs, 11 for the Braves. Lot lower numbers. Team pitching, 67 Ks for the Cardinals, and only 25 walks. 31 earned runs for the Cards, 18 for San Francisco. I got to figure that the Cardinals' batting average, along with their pitching, is going to turn them around eventually. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on each team, and I'm going to stay on each team's page for just a few seconds. And so if there's a team that you're wanting to look at, you can just pause the video on that team. So we'll look at Cleveland first. And I've got most of them blown up pretty good, but I'll blow this one up a little more. So here's the Indians. If you want to look at each player and then the pitching, like I said, you just pause the video on your team. Alright, there's Cleveland. Here's Minnesota. Batting. And then pitching. Alright, here's Detroit. I'll blow it up a little more. One more. Batting for Detroit. And then pitching. Alright, here's Milwaukee. Team batting, individual batting, if you will. It's not individuals. And individual pitching. And here's Oakland. Blow it up one more. Individual hitters. McGuire leading in batting average, 385, with significant at bats. And here's pitching. Dennis Eckersley has pitched 1 inning. He just hasn't had any opportunities. Alright, there's Oakland. Now let's go to the National League. San Francisco. And then pitching. Alright, here are the New York Mets. And I'll blow that up one more. Lots of guys with at-bats. Of course, they have pitchers. Pitchers hitting, so, and then team pitching for the Mets. Alright, for the Braves, again, blow it up one more time. And the pitching for the Braves. Greg Maddux really should have been 2-0, but no such luck. Here are the Cardinals. Vince Coleman with 9 stolen bases. Has not been caught stealing. And for the Cardinals, their pitching staff. Now for Arizona. Of course, Randy Johnson, 3 for 3. Tony Womack doing a good job at the leadoff spot. He's hitting 276. Leading the team. And Matt Williams, of course, he's been hurt. So he played 1 game, basically. And the pitching for the Diamondbacks. Alright, here are the American League leaders. Brian Harper and Knobloch, both 2 twins there, leading in average, along with Albert Bell and Pagliarillo, another twin, 3 twins in the top 4. And then there's Kirby Puckett. There's 4 in the top 10. Parrish and slugging. On base is Harper, another twin. Knobloch leading in hits with 12. Vizquel with 4 doubles. Parrish still leading in home runs with 6. And RBIs with 15. And Tomey with 9 walks. Lofton with 6 stolen bases. Shane Mack with 8, and Eddie Murray and Dave Henderson struck out 8 times. National League hitting leaders. Willie McGee at 350. The St. Louis Willie McGee and the San Francisco Willie McGee, both in the top 10. So that's pretty good for Willie McGee. Slugging, Andrew Jones, 733. Walt Weiss on base. And there's Willie, the St. Louis Willie with 12 hits. San Francisco Willie with 9. Van Slyke leading in doubles with 5. Walt Weiss with 2 triples. Andrew Jones with 4 home runs. And Chipper with 3. RBIs, a whole host with 6. Dykstra leading in walks with 7. Coleman with 9 stolen bases. Damian Miller struck out 10 times. American League pitching leaders, ERA Dan Petrie with a .60. Alan Anderson, he's a D pitcher with a 1. He's coming up next in their next game. He will be the starter. D pitcher. 4 guys with 2 wins. Tapani leading in strikeouts with 16. There's your on base and on slugging. Saves, Aguilera with 3. Home runs allowed, whip, quality starts. Still working on that stuff. National League pitching leaders. John Tudor with a 1.13 along with Scott Sanderson. Winners, Kevin Rogers with 2 and John Tudor with 2. Randy Johnson leading in strikeouts with 19. Tudor right there with 17. Roscoe and Rod Beck with 3 saves each. Randy Johnson still leading with giving up 5 home runs. Denny Nagel with a .60 whip. Maddox with 2 quality starts. And there you go. There is the update. So there you have it. That's the update. You're all caught up. Again, Indians and Twins in the American League. And 3-way tie in the National, San Francisco, New York, and Atlanta. So I hope that's get you caught up, and then I will start up the next game as soon as possible. So until then, take care and God bless.